Namaste, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin our meditation in just a few moments. Let's settle into our spaces. Taking a moment or two, as we generally do, to find that comfortable seat, that comfortable posture, whatever it may mean for us. Perhaps we can take this opportunity to more firmly connect with our sit bones to the ground or the chair or seat below us. Perhaps strengthening and elongating the spine. Finding that posture that is both comfortable and allows us to be alert and focused. If we haven't already done so, an invitation here to close the eyes or to soften the gaze. In just a moment, I will ring the bell, signifying the start of our meditation sit together. We'll begin as we generally do by taking 3 deep breaths together. This helps us to ground ourselves, to mark the start of this meditation. Perhaps if it's something that is inspiring to us, it also offers us a time and a space within which to set an intention for ourselves, to enter into this window of quiet, of going within these precious few minutes in our day. We'll breathe in deeply through the nostrils or softly between the lips. We'll breathe in for about 4 or 5 beats. We can hold the breath for about 4 or 5 beats, and then we'll exhale slightly longer, perhaps 6 or 7 beats. But of course, these are guidelines, and I want to invite you to do whatever feels natural and comfortable to you. We'll begin. Breathing in. Holding. And out. Again, breathing in. Hold. Release. One last time in, holding, and out. Continuing to breathe deeply and slowly with intention and awareness. And also allowing the breath to find its own pace, its own rhythm. Allowing the breath to settle into itself. If we are arriving at this meditation coming from a space of work or activity, this may take a little bit longer. That's okay. One teacher I know compares this to unplugging a fan that's been running perhaps on high speed for some time and has built up some momentum. And when we unplug that fan, the blades may continue to whir around, almost as if that fan is still on, still plugged in. But if we're patient with it, those blades can slow down and eventually will come to a stop. And allow that fan to be in a position of rest. And so as our breath settles into itself, as we settle into ourselves, our minds, our thoughts can feel like that fan, like those blades that continue to go round and round. But we can be patient and kind with ourselves. And just allow those thoughts, that awareness, to slow itself down. To come to rest. We have this perfect, accessible resting place for the thoughts, for our awareness. We all have it. It's the breath. If we're alive, we can bring the thoughts, the awareness, to rest on the breath. simply noticing the breath. Without judgment or desire to control. When we simply notice the breath, when we're present to the breath, naturally our awareness is able to rest. Continuing to notice the breath. We can stay right here, noticing the breath, resting our awareness on the breath. Or if we'd like, and it's part of our practice, we can very gently and with ease introduce the mantra or affirmation as a resting place for our awareness. Perhaps this means very gently aligning the mantra with the breath. If we don't have a mantra and it feels accessible to us, we can silently or softly repeat the sacred syllable Om. Perhaps aligning the chanting of Om to our exhales. or perhaps to both the inhale and the exhale. Another very simple, accessible mantra is the repetition of so hum. Traditionally, on the inhale, silently or softly repeating so, and on the exhale, hum. This simple phrase is often translated as I am, a reminder of our presence in this moment, what grounds us to this present moment, to being. Perhaps if it's part of our theology, to divinity. I am. Continuing to breathe through, bringing our awareness back to the breath or to the mantra or affirmation. When the mind wanders, when we experience distraction or boredom, perhaps even the voice of an inner critic, we acknowledge it and we bring the mind back. The wandering mind is part of our experience too. We don't have to pretend that it's not there. And we also don't have to go wherever it is trying to take us. wherever it thinks it needs to take us. Like a loving, but firm parent, or a caring friend, who values and loves and wants the best for us. We guide the mind back. We bring our awareness back to this moment, this breath, this mantra. As we enter into the final few minutes of our meditation sit, an invitation to just take stock of whatever we're feeling right now, whatever the landscape of our hearts is right now. Perhaps a word or two come to our mind's eye or our heart's eye. That's fine. Perhaps it's not verbal as much as imagery, or just the texture of a feeling, and that's fine too. Whatever we're feeling in this moment, without judgment or categorizing or analyzing it, we can simply embrace it as our gift in this moment. A gift we give ourselves, a gift we give each other, a gift perhaps that the universe has sent to us, or a gift from the divine, however we understand that. But when we think of it as a gift, when we see it as a gift, we can hold it even more tenderly. A gift is that much more precious. I want to invite you, if you feel comfortable, to take this precious gift of whatever it is that you're feeling right now, and to offer that gift, to give that gift to a world that is hurting, to a world that is in need of tenderness and healing. And I want to invite you, if you feel that you're able to send some tenderness, some healing, to send blessings and prayers, especially in this moment, to those who are suffering, in the Ukraine and elsewhere as a result of this conflict, this aggression, this pain that's being inflicted. We may not have a solution in this moment, but we have the power to offer whatever gift we're holding right now. We'll close our meditation with taking one final deep breath in, and on the exhale, chanting or simply being present to the sacred sound vibration of Om, the universal and infinite. Taking a deep breath in, Om. With gentleness and kindness, in a way that feels comfortable to you, an invitation to open the eyes, to widen the gaze, and to return to room awareness. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And thank you really for giving a gift to one another of your presence and support. There's something very magical that happens when we come together, even virtually, even in our little Zoom windows, even if we have our cameras off or our microphones muted. We're still giving each other the gift of presence and of solidarity and support, of Sangha, of company. And we're giving this precious gift to ourselves of carving out this time. It would be so easy to just allow this half hour to go in the routine activities of our day, but we're carving out this time, giving ourselves the gift of this time to unplug, to still, to breathe, and to be aware and conscious. So it's a precious gift, and thank you for giving that gift to yourselves and to one another, to me. And thank you for opening yourselves up to the possibility of sending that tenderness, that love, that healing, that gratitude, that place of calm and peace, Shanti, of sending that to those who need it most. So I hope that next week we might engage in maybe a little bit more intentionally a longer loving kindness meditation. So if you're able to, you're welcome to join us. And even if you're not, an invitation to just set aside some time in your week to send that loving kindness to those who need it most. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.